Hey all, Board Game Rants here. We'll find everything solo tabletop gaming and more. Here we've got Australia. I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial and a solo playthrough, at least a few rounds, and get up in there so you can kind of see what it's all about. We've got Australia here, one side of the map. You can flip this over and you can play against the western side if you care to, but we're going to just play on the normal quote-unquote side here. And you can see I've got a random setup out here. This is you got the red and green and yellow tokens. Those are going to represent the old ones. It's kind of got a Cthulhu theme to it. As we're going out there, we're going to start our port right here. We're going to start exploring, and then about a third of the way through the game, the old ones are going to start waking up, realizing, hey, someone's trying to encroach on our land here, and then we're going to push back, and there's going to be kind of a push and back and forth battle as we go out, and we're going to try to pretty much expose as many of the old ones as possible to increase our scoring. That's a big deal here, and of course take out as many as possible too. We've got down here some personality cards. We can hire some people here to help us in our endeavors. We've got our board here. I'm playing blue. These little tokens, I'm going to set them out. As I slide them out, they're going to help me keep track of what actions I've taken. And then this here is a solo card. I'll go over here in a second. I've got some starting resources here. Here's where I'm going to keep my military, which I'll be able to hire from this stack over here. And then as I go out in battle, I've got to kind of choose the units I'll be using. We've got a little place to keep track of our insanity tokens, because we do have a tendency to go insane while we're fighting the old ones. They are a little scary. Over here, I've just got this is another board. You can play this 2-player, 3-player, 4-player co-op if you wanted, solo even, but I'm just going to play with one, and we'll see how it goes. We got, this is going to control the old ones once they start moving around. This is kind of their event deck. This is all my goodies, my rails that I get to put out there as I explore. I can put out farmland, insanity tokens. These are going to help me keep track of when the old ones hurt me. And then out here, oh, and then back to the, this is something you can either draw randomly or you can pick. And so I picked this one because it has to do with getting your railroads all out there. And so and I saw this kind of cool little path here kind of through that I might be able to take advantage of and get all my rails out. So we're going to give that a shot. I've never done that one before, and that was actually taken from here. This is a little solo deck you can use. The event deck right here was set up with randomly, and then this board out here is set up randomly. Is you take these tiles, and there's about 12 to 13 of them that'll go out, and then and you set them out on these little triangles, and then you flip them over, and then they just tell you exactly where stuff goes. For instance, in this one, saying in the middle goes these the three what do you call those, iron, and then over here there's going to be some gold set up. So I did, and over here is going to be an old one, and then you just look at the pre-printed number. It tells you what level of old one goes there, and so that's why there's a level 2 old one up here. So these tiles all get flipped over, and then you just put the stuff out and go on to the next tile. This one must have had an old one right there. That's why I plopped that gold on top of that one. So when this one was flipped over, it must have had an old one that showed up there and there on that tile. So that's kind of a cool way the board gets set up each time, and very, very random. And enough chit chat. Well, almost. Let me just show you this. So you can see right here, this is for solo mode, just a, paragraph or two on how to, because this is a semi-co-op game, it transfers right over, and you don't have to modify hardly any rules, which makes it very cool. You get the full experience of the game. And then there's levels: easy, hard, and insane. What's missing? Normal. You're not allowed to be normal and fight the old ones. Just doesn't work, apparently. I don't know that I've ever seen it just skip that like that. So, and I am playing on insane level. Yes, insane. I don't expect to win, but you can see I start with 4 gold, 2 iron, 2 coal, and then victory point tokens, survey, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's just some of the minor ways that you change the setup to begin with when you're playing solo. But you can see here, because of my objective that I picked, it says I double the usual coal and iron for my difficulty level. That's why instead of 2, 2, and 4, I've got 4, 4, and 4. It also says that I can do this instead of taking so much time to layout track, I can actually do it with 1 time point less. So now back to what I was saying. We're going to get to this game, and let's go. All right, let's get rocking. On here you can see I added a couple little purple tokens there to remind me that I can do these for less time. And what that means is each time you take a turn, you have to spend or move up on the track. See, this track doesn't really keep track of victory points to begin with up here, where my blue token in there is just going to keep track of whose turn it is. And once I get up to number 22 there, then the old ones kick in gear, and we're going to start going back and forth, taking turns until we get down to once we both reach or pass 53, game's over. Time to score. So I've got these little tokens here to remind me of my solo objective and the fact that it costs a little less to build rails. So let's get rocking. And why don't we start building some rails? We gotta build out here to get access to resources. We can't build into old ones, so I have to kind of create this little zany route to get through, and it costs a little bit more or less to build on the yellow versus green versus red there. And so and it tells you that here. It says to build on yellow, red, or green, it costs X amount. And just to build on yellow or red, it costs X amount. Now, both of them, to lay out 2 track, just cost me 1 coal and 1 iron. And so I'm going to get to starting with that. And then again, I'm going to pay 2 instead of 3 times. You normally pay 3, but 2 times. So I go up here and I move this space 2 spaces. Then come back here and I'm going to slide this token over here, telling me that I took that action, and I'm going to spend 1 ore and 1 coal and 1 iron. And now I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to grab 2 pieces of track, and we're going to start spreading out here. And we're going to get over this green bit because green's the most expensive, or it takes the most time to build over those I don't know, those hills or something like that. And so where's the little thing? I thought there was a little thing that told me what those are. I just call them yellow, green, and reds. But anyway, so as you can see now, I built through the green, and now I can do this action, which allows me to go through yellow and red for a little less time. So for 1 time, actually, because of my... So, but now that I've gone into and explored this area very rich in resources, I'm going to take that action. So what I'll do is I'll take this blue, slide it up there. It cost me 1 time. So up here, I'm gonna zip that over. And then I can take one or the other. I'm mining one of these resources. I think I'll just take some gold for now, because gold helps me build up military. We're gonna need some military here soon. So, you know, I could just as well though. And maybe I won't. I could, let's keep railroading it. So we'll put this over here. This cost me 1 time. So I'll scooch this up. We spend the resources to build the 2 track. And off we go. Now we're just building into the red outback here. So it costs us a little less time, a little easier to get train tracks through the outback there. So now we're going to go over here. We're going to spend another time up here, scooch that up, and let's take even more gold. Well, no, let's just go with I think we've got enough gold to be able to do something. We'll take this coal, stash that, because I can actually take this action over here and start converting coal. So take coal or iron, or sell coal or iron for 1 gold. I can form that twice. So, but right now, let's take a quick look up here. Some personalities. I like this guy, Donald McDonald, because he gives me take 2 iron, coal, and Donald McDonald. Really? Sounds vaguely familiar. Can't quite put my finger on it. Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and scooch this up there. I am going to bump up. We're just gonna use him. And Donald McDonald here is just a 1-time use guy. We're gonna discard him right away. And we're gonna get our goodies. All right, we are resource rich. And then these scooch over, and it's important to kind of keep track of these and scooch things over appropriately, because once you get to the old ones, they might start assassinating your helpers. So, and they'll assassinate the last 2 in the line. Now, let's go ahead and build up some military. So to do that, I take this action here, and it costs 1 time to build some military. So we got to go back up here. We scooch that up. And I always like to start with, you can only buy 1 unit at a time, except for infantry. You can buy up to 2, and it costs you 1 each. So we're going to spend 2 gold, and we're going to get our first. We're going to start building up the old infantry there. It's going to go right there in our barracks. And now let's just keep going. Let's keep rocking here. We're going to go over here. We're going to spend a time. And I've got some extra. So I'll take one of these and one of these. I'm just going to keep going for the gold. So I can sell, like it says, perform twice. I can sell either or for 1 gold each. So I'm going to reach up here. I'm going to grab more gold. I love gold. And then, so now you can see we're kind of running out of actions, sort of, not really. I can take these actions over again, but now if I want to take an action I've already taken, I need to spend an extra gold to do it. Or I can just do this. I can scooch over here. It says spend a time to get all your cubes back. That's what the little hand doohickey doohickey means. So we're going to scooch all these over, bloop, and that costs us 1 time, but we'll pay it. That's fine. I didn't take the build a farm action, because if you build farms, they can get blighted. If these old ones, once they wake up, they'll start coming after them. And if they land on them, they blight your farm and you lose points for that. And they're kind of tricky to flip back over and unblight. So we're not going to go the farm route here. We're just going to keep on building. Let's just keep building these rails, man. There we go. So, oh wait, no, let's take this action because it just cost me 1 time. Boop. And we spend this and this. Let's go grab our rails. Now let's keep winding through the outback here. Boop, boop. And then let's see here. That was I kind of want to do this too. We'll spend 2 time. Boop, boop. And a little bit more. There's our resources. 2 track, and we're going to get through this green tile, because this green one, again, if you build in or out of a green tile, it costs you a little extra time. So there's that. So now I am, there, I got to move that over there. Okay. So I've taken that action. So now we could mine some more, but, you know, one thing I'm looking at here is, says your armored train units can take 4 damage before eliminated. So I like that. I like the fact that that's there. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to pick this up. And then we're going to go ahead and keep building up our military. Armored trains over here, they cost 4. 4 gold. Come on now. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. And I don't remember. Did I move that up? That was a gold stuck to my finger. There you go. All right. Got the armored train. So we're going to put that over here. Armored trains can only be used if old ones are actually on your track. But that's all right. I've got this guy. He's going to allow me. The armored train usually has 3 health, 3 damage, but this one's going to allow it to take 4 damage before it's eliminated. Let's keep flipping these personality cards over. Ooh, inflict 1 damage on old one during combat. You know what? We're going to take that action. We're going to get that one. Boop. See, I can take that. Takes another time like usual, but because there was already a cube on there, I have to spend a gold to use that action again. And I'm going to take Colonel, Quarry, and Boris Krupp. Got ourselves, we're building our military up. Now, let's see here. Let's do some mining. Let's do it twice. 1, 2. It's going to cost 2 time. Boop, boop. And let's get some more gold. And so any place my track, as you can imagine, is touching, I can mine. So I'm taking that as well. Okay. Now, we're going to go over here. Import, export. Cost of time. We are going to trade in some of our coal. 2 of them. Get 2 more gold. Now it says we can start attacking. I don't really want to attack here yet. I want to feel like I put that cube in the wrong spot. Goes to that one. Probably caught that, didn't you? So I took this action. I took the personality action. I didn't take this one twice. So that one I'm going to take right now. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend an extra gold to do it. And I'm going to scooch this up. You can see we're almost to the old ones. The old ones are about to wake up. And I am going to buy a... See, it says if you have an airship present in combat, inflict 1 damage automatically. Woohoo! We're going to go ahead and we're going to spend 4 gold. Get ourselves an airship in preparation for that. And now we're going to take that action, spend 1 time, get all of our cubes back, because we're lining up. We're about to meet up with the old ones here. But I'm not done with my military yet. I want to go first and get Juliet Byrne. Come here, Juliet. That's going to help us with, we have an airship present. We're automatically going to do damage right away. That is awesome. That costs us 1 time. Almost to the old ones. Ooh, if we have an armored car, eliminate 1 military. Okay, these are all good things. Let's just go ahead, though. I feel like I want an armored car. So we're going to go over here. That's going to cost us a time. An armored car costs us 3 monies. And there's our armored car. We got ourselves quite a little outfit here. But that, so now we notice this is on top of that. So now whoever's on top of the pile gets to keep going. That would be me. So we'll see what happens with the old ones, see if they come after us. Let's, is there something to mine? There is. Let's take a mining action. And we're going to pop that over there. I'm going to take these now. You get to see the old ones in action. Here they come. So because this token, we've passed it up, it's now behind in the line, it gets to go. And so it moves over here. And it's going to move on a little gold spot. What that means, every other turn it takes, it gets to flip over one of these cards. And it tells us, reveal the old one in the lowest numbered hex. So we go over here. These hexes are all numbered on the bottom left. So nothing there. There is something here. We got to reveal it. Once they're revealed, they can start moving around. Oh, it's a happy little kangaroo. So we don't have to do anything. We just discard it. Turns out it was a false alarm. So that's a good thing. Now this also says retrieve 1 action cube. So we get to retrieve an action cube. Well, I am going to take this back because I want, I think I want that. Lieutenant Singh. So we got a little bonus there. Now, normally we'd have to flip over a couple cards to see if anything moves, but nothing's out there to move, so we don't have to do that. And the old one's disc is on top of our stack, so it gets to go again. It would go there. It's not a gold thing. It doesn't get to flip over an event, and it has nothing to move, so it doesn't flip over a card, so it's back to our turn. So we're going to go, well, what are we going to do? I'm going to go here, of course. I got this cube back. Now I can put that there. I don't have to spend the extra gold. And I'm going to take Lieutenant Singh, put him over there. That costs us 1 time. Flip this card over. Okay. Your airships. Holy moly, I'm just getting tons of military stuff, which is pretty awesome. And but really, I want to focus on building these darn railroads. So let's get back at that, shall we? We're going to go here. We're going to spend the 1 time and the resources to keep building our rails out, because as soon as the old ones start waking up, they're going to start kind of blocking us. So we better keep spreading it out here and see if we can get all the way around there by chance, which I doubt we will. We'll see what happens here. He's the old one's token is behind. It goes there, which is a gold spot. We flip this event over, reveal the old one in the lowest numbered hex again. Let's see if we got a guy. Oh, it's a zombie. Weak little fella. But all the same, an old one to be dealt with. Now, after you've done your event card, if there's monsters to be moved, you flip this over and it'll tell you. Any in the middle here are all the different types of monsters. If they have a little white circle on them, they move. In this case, zombie does not move. We'll flip it over again. Oh, zombie moves. Now, where does a zombie move? That's when you look at this. First, it's going to head towards your port. Now, this is a direct route. And if there was ever any ambiguity, there's some tiebreaker stuff. But it's just headed straight for me. It moves 1 spot towards my port. And now it has blocked off my track. So now I can't build out anymore. I can't get the workers out there anymore from my port and all the materials needed. That guy's in my way. So someone's going to have to die again. So, oh, but wait, he gets to go again because this is on. So now, could potentially move. Gets 2 more cards to draw. No movement. No movement. Okay, so I was almost kind of hoping, because if he attacks my port and wins, game's over. We got a score. But also, I don't have to take a separate action to attack him. Now, I kind of have to take a separate action to attack him, which is a bit of a bummer. So maybe I'll just see if I can wait for him to come to me and save that action. So what I'm going to do here is go over here, import, export, and I'm going to sell Got an extra one of these. And I got access to these. So I'm going to sell these. I'm going to get some more gold. A lot of times, too, you can put out farms to get gold, but I'm sort of choosing this route to get gold right now. And these little phosphate things, this is a resource that just scores points for you. Also, when you grab one, you get a gold. That's what those big chunky white things are. So I did that. That was one time. I can do another action for one time. I can't mine, so I can't even go over here and mine because this guy's in my way right now. Kind of a jerk. So let's just go ahead and go over here, collect all of our tokens back. Just like that. And now back to the old one. He goes. It's on a gold number. Flips. Reveal the old one, the lowest hex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And it's a pyramid. Pyramids don't move, but this guy could move. So we got to flip over our 2 cards to see if the zombie moves. Nope. And yes. So zombie moves. So now we immediately battle, and we get to throw. We have to throw everything at it. And that song has 1 health. So this is going to be pretty easy. In fact, if you have an airship present in combat, inflict 1 damage automatically once per combat. Zombie's dead. So zombie messed with the wrong hombre. So we'll just put that there. That doesn't really count for anything. Usually it would count for some points there, but it doesn't. That's its health. I just hit it for 1. It's dead. So good job, guys. Wow. Tough battle out there, huh? However, that was a quick little battle. We'll do a better one later here. So he gets to go again. That would mean if there was something out there that would move, it would. These pyramids, they don't move, temples, but they can spawn bad guys. So that is potentially something we want to take care of because we don't want it to spawn bad guys. So we might just go over there and lay that temple out. And let's do it, in fact. So when you take an action, you go up here, you take an attack action. It has a little X here because it depends on however many you put up here. These don't take any time to reach because the airships and armored trains, they have to go on your track. So we can't use armored trains because this temple is not on our track. So I can't use my armored train. However, I can send my infantry out. It has a range of 1. So as long as I'm within 1 hex of one of my tracks, I can reach that temple. So the infantry is coming. The airship's coming. The airship has tremendous reach. 4. And then so is the armored car. Well, you know what? I happen to know that artillery works great against those. There's a little cheat sheet, if you will. I'm going to pull it up here. On the bottom there, effectiveness of units. And so on the bottom there is temple. And it says like armored cars and trains are not, they just do no good against temples. But artillery is good, so is infantry, and airships are average. I really want to get some artillery first. Now, artillery costs 5 gold. I only got 3 gold. So we're going to spend... No, I still don't want to do any farms. So we're going to spend an import-export trade action. We're going to get rid of, again, a couple of those to get a total of 5 gold. And that was 1. We're going to remember that was 1 point. Then we're going to use this, another time point, to spend the 5 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to get ourselves artillery. There it is. Oh man, we've got them all. We've got all the units now. But that cost me 2 time. So there was 1, then there's another. And now the old one goes, and it goes there. And we're going to flip this card over. And, wow, okay, just a series of these. Reveal the old one and the lowest number next. Okay, here we go. So 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Here is, oh, we got a level 2 old one coming up. Oh, Shoggoth. Whew, kind of a beastie right there. So, all right, now we're going to see if Shoggoth moves. We flip this over. So that's the symbol Shoggoth there. Nope. And nope. So good. But maybe not over yet. We got to scooch that down 1. We reveal 2 cards, see if anything moves. Nope. And nope. And you'll notice the temple never moves. So everything stays put. Nothing's blocking my track, which is nice. And let's go to war. We're going to take this action. Boom. We're going to go there. And now, Yeah, we're going to let him kind of march his way towards me for now. I'm going to take out this temple. But, you know what? Lies! I'm going to go after this guy just because it's not likely that that's going to spawn yet. A lot of times it's the higher events that those spawn. So let's just take out Shoggoth. He's kind of a pain. So we're just going to go ahead and send out our, well, we can look at our handy sheet. We can see, what's worth sending out against Shoggoth. Infantry is poor. Armored cars are poor against, but trains are good, and artillery is good, and airships are average. So we can't send the train because it's not on our track. So we can send artillery and airships, and then maybe some infantry for fodder, if you will. So we'll send out one, and what did I say also was good? Artillery? Artillery, go. There's two. Okay, and then we're going to send out the airship. Definitely want to send out the airship because I get an automatic damage with the airship. And that doesn't do good. Inflict 1 damage on one old one during combat. Oh, I forgot I had that. If you have an armored car present. Oh, that inflicts 1 damage automatically. Okay, we're sending them out. We're sending it all out. So that's going to cost me 3 time to do that. That's what those little X means. So 1, 2, 3. That means the old ones are going to get a nice string of turns to come after me. That's all right. We're going to try to. So immediately, I have an airship present in combat. I inflicted damage. Colonel Corey allows me to inflict 1 damage on one old one during combat. So bam, bam. We'll tap those so we can see we've already done 2 damage against this guy. Boom, boom. Now let's flip over and see how we do. So we start off with 3 sanity tokens. But this guy has a way of terrorizing people. So we flip this over, and now we ignore the movement part of it, and we look to see the left side does damage, the right side is the damage we take. So on the left side of Shoggoth, it says our airship does a damage. We've got an airship. It does a damage. So we dropped a little bomb on his face. Then on the right side, however, he does a damage. We take a cube, and we get to pick who does damage. We're going to pick our infantry, allow them to take the damage. Let's flip over another card. Battle continues. Deja vu. Airship drops another. Throws a Coke can at it. Does some damage over here. Does some damage to us. We can spread the love, though. Let's go over here, because our armored car can inflict. Never mind. We do another damage. That sucker's dead. Forgot about that. Now, damage is done simultaneously, so it would have hit us as well as us hitting it and killing it, but all our guys survived because they could still take more damage, and they didn't die. So, however, he did. Took all 5 damage points. We take his cubes off. And we get him. This is going to be worth a nice handy 5 points for us at the end of the game. I like that. And it's going to be 5 points not for the old ones to score, because all of the exposed old ones that aren't dead at the end of the game score their points. And anything that is not revealed, you flip it over and you double its victory points. And so so you really want to get out there and start revealing everything. And so it gives you a good idea of what the game's like. Let's go ahead and call it good, and I will probably put up how I fare at this game at the end. All right, how do we score? It's pretty easy peasy. We look here, your score. Each production farm, I didn't do any farming this time. Phosphate, I didn't get any phosphate either. Okay, this isn't, okay. Victory points in hand. Don't have any of those either. So victory points for the old ones you killed. And the bonus for my railroader. I did get all my railroads out. So I am going to score a total of 0 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 22 plus 20 is 40 points. So I got 40. We'll put that there. Now, the old ones, they get each blighted farm. There was no farms to blight. Face value of revealed ones, and 2 times the face value of unrevealed old ones. So let's look out here. I did some damage to this loyalist, but didn't kill him, so he counts for 4 points. And then we've got these pyramids here, or pyramids or temples. So he gets 10 points for that. The old ones score 10 points. Oh, I'm sorry. And then over here, got the Shoggoth over that, 17 points. Not looking good. Let's reveal. He's going to get double these revealed ones because I didn't flip them over. So 2 plus, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times 2 is 34, plus 17, 51. Old one's got me. But I was playing on an insane level. But that is the game. Dang it. I just thought I had more points. I didn't do any farming. Farms, when you put them out there, does 2, but I just went the route that I did. I wish I'd been able to expose some more of these. Sometimes you flip these over and they're non-events. It all didn't pan out, but that's the game, and it is a fun one. I mean, you look at it. It looks like you played just this massive game, and it feels pretty epic, but it plays so crisp. Just kind of a clean feel to the mechanics and how everything works out there. I really enjoy this one. Thanks for watching Board Game Rants, and I'm out. Oh, and I forgot. Mrs. Bradshaw, I forgot to pick up Mrs. Bradshaw. For every 3 rail track you have on the board, you get +1 victory points. So there's 20 tracks total. So I got a total of 6 more points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still lost, but I just wanted to point out it was a pretty close game.